definitely looking like a beautiful game to have a Lilia on your lineup for sure.
All right, conditions have been laid down, and now gloves are off. It's game number 3, one game. Will Blacklist International continue their winning streak with their sweep streak now cut? Or will Minana Evos finally get their first series win of the season?
Now, overall, I would say that Sumpak there's a potential for Sumpak to join the team fights earlier compared to OHEB, which might be a big advantage they will have later on in the Turtle. Although I'm not sure how willing Sumpak is going to be to just walk straight up. And you have to note, by the way, everyone on Minana right now is rocking the Purify. That's something.
No flickers on the
Almost
side of Minana
everyone.
Yeah, no. They trust that their base mobility, their kit, is enough to close the gap. Something else to note is there's a few hero picks coming in from game 1 that's making a comeback here. And notably the Irithel in the hands of Sumpak and Renege's Cho, right? Notice that maybe Sumpak now will take note of what happened in game 1 and take care of himself a little better.
Yeah, that's true. Essentially, Minana is like a ride or die lineup, by the way, with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go in. I'm not sure if we're going to survive, but we're going to try to purify our way into victory here.
It's like an action movie where you know the lead characters are always on the risk of just like losing, no matter what point they are in the movie.
Yeah.
But again, it's the underdog spirit of Minana Evos. Very reflective. And I wouldn't be surprised once that Gordo and that Edith have their skills out. That Lilius is going to be throwing gloom and the shadow energies all across their faces.
Yep. First turtle up already, and Blacks International able to keep all of Minana Evos away, with Sensui scoring easily at 20 seconds past 2 minutes.
Yeah, and that's a good read of the situation of Minana Evos not even contesting that first turtle. But, Rockhard, this means that the next major sequence around the second turtle, Minana Evos need to do something.
Oh, not unless Renegade can pick up the tempo with his combo with Oheb. 2 ults spent, no dice, still 0-0.
And we are seeing right now the reason why they did start to pick up that Purify, just making sure that Renegade, even though he will catch someone, will not complete the execution of the Wave Dragon and make sure that he's able to wake it out of there. And maybe, just maybe, hit an advantage on the counter blow.
Now, Blacklist International with the... Okay, Wave Dragon is back, though, for Renegade, so they can use it if needed.
Slow cooldown, yeah. So I don't mind spamming it. If I was Renegade, yeah, I'd spam it nonstop.
Yeah, and Sumpak still on the timers right now for getting his first item. Haskell's, again, very quick to get. Yeah, it looks like, though, this is going to be the play that they're going to call, but Blacklist might be reading it, where Minana Evos will want to get a big sequence against Oheb.
Oh, look at this. That's almost a sandwich play, perfectly set into place. And there's a flicker kick. Oheb with the perfectly timed. Blazing the west, Sumpak AR bites the dust. First blood drawn on the perfect target. Blacklist, 0-1.
Yeah, they're really coming together right now. Very classic Blacklist, if you ask me. Just with a different header here. That is Renegade right now, who seem to be very comfortable flying under the turret, below half HP, and getting the combo that he needs to.
Yeah, we need to thread that needle. Oh, Sensui, they're still getting chased.
Oh, how about we go again?
Round
Another
2.
Way of the Dragon onto Kaizen, but the follow-up damage just isn't there.
Yeah,
oh, here we go. Mystic Gush coming in. Oheb with the punish. The true damage is coming through. Appraiser's Wrath barely misses. BMI out. And the decimation. Sensui scores one more time. 2-0.
You know what I hate about the Decimate? You know it's coming.
Yeah.
There's very little you can do to stop it.
It's inevitable.
Yeah, once you reach a threshold, it's the spirit of, yep, I'm out. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Take me.
Especially if the Mortis has a move speed boost, which is being helped as well.
Yeah, it does. Quantum Charge.
Yeah,
2 words.
Quantum Charge.
Quantum Charge.
I love it.
It's an even faster Mortis, with the Mortis right now playing charades. Minana Evos cannot read. Move of Blacklist International. Yeah, again, Renegade, man, on fire with the kicks. Minana Evos, I know they're excited, but they're losing that discipline, that patience that they had in game number 2 that allowed them to get that win. They got to get it back.
Oh, wait, Lord JM walks into a bush, forces out an early Cutter Inferno, knocked up here by Edward, and the onward. There's still enough damage on the board. Turtle here at a third of its health. There's the bouncing ball.
No!
There's the flicker! And an Earth Shatter one more time. And the true damage is enough to take down Kaizen, serving up a kill to the Hitman.
It's just so hard to measure the amount of IQ that you need, or the feel of the game that you need to execute that play that Edward and Renegade did preemptively before the turtle start. It's like the comms are like, it's flowing. You know, they flow in the game. And that's something that's really hard to measure with numbers and builds and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're drift compatible, like from the movie Pacific Rim.
That is true.
It's really a fast Martis that Sensui is building. He has rapid boots on him.
Oh,
He's playing an ultra fast.
He's like Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
That's right. Insurance
Ka-chow.
policy as
Oh,
well.
wait, no, that's
you know?
That's something else. No.
Yeah.
Ciao.
I don't remember
I love
what
the way you said that.
That's Cars.
That's Cars, bro.
Lightning McQueen here comes a concealed play, and they do find a few. In comes the Mortal Coil, and of course the knock-up, and Haji's Mystic Gush never misses. Spider Miles already taken out, just like Uncle Ben. Now Edward drawing a line between the rest of Minana Evos that's left, with OHEB capitalizing on a push, tier 1 down bottom.
Yeah, Leo right here leading with the emotional damage. Love that. Definitely something that
But one multiverse, bro.
Put up a stat line for him.
Get over it.
So easier said than done, man. So right now, Minana obviously they're reeling because they're really suffering from the lack of the flicker here, bro. I don't know what to tell you. They're out of the Purifies. They're still losing out when Blacklist dives on them.
And that's how you make it awkward for a team that doesn't have a Purify. You force fights on them.
It feels like we're watching a learning experience, a learning moment unfold right before our eyes for the young Minana Evos squad. Blacklist International, they just need to keep this up. It's going to be hard for them to lose their lead. It'll take a massive error at this point. Minana Evos lost all form of discipline and, I would say, this foundation that they built for themselves in game number 2. But Blacklist is they just look pissed off. They look mad, they look angry, and they look absolutely dominant in this game number 3.
Yeah, in-game and on the player cams, by the way. You got to bring that up.
Yeah.
Because right now, Lord JM is definitely suffering from the lack of that Paquito, you know? When you have a hero that you can't utilize your massive micro. Oh!
Here we go. They find one. Lancy AR out of his breath here. Purify on cooldown. Couldn't do much. Edward presses down onto Primal Wrath to help make this push speedy. And down bottom, Sumpak making the most of the space left.
Go!
And there's another kick. Catches one. Kaizen gets taken out. Oheb claims his bounty. Capitalizing, converting into a tier 2 push.
Just when you mentioned micro, Edward and Renegade come out with some really flashy maneuvers. And that's something that Lord JM can't utilize in this game. That's what I was saying earlier.
He's big and chunky, but not where it matters yet.
That's true.
We've seen the Uber, the Ultimate Bonding Experience Remix. Now it's Uber X, the Ultimate Bonding Experience Remix Express. Another version of it, more fast, more aggressive, and just absolutely ruthless.
You can also say ultra fast.
Ultra fast, yeah, that's true.
If Sensui only picked up his signature box shot, then it would be more visual.
Yeah.
Agree. Right now, it does seem that Blacklist have a good read of what they need to do. Lancey definitely.
Oh.
That was close. Definitely a lot more predictable this time around.
Yes, and
Oh,
Renegade.
man.
It's not just Renegade, Edward, and sometimes even Sensui have been setting up really
Whoa!
well.
Oh, there it goes. They know that the black shoes are off, and they force one on Lancey, finding their mark, pushing down bottom.
You heard the expression, the gloves are off, man. No, the shoes are off. And it is showing
Everything.
everything's off, man. Edward right now. And the damage received from Kaizen is definitely something that you can respect here because he's been trying very hard. I can see him.
Yeah.
I've been tracking him. He's trying really hard to keep everyone alive. And even with the Rafaela, it's just impossible with the targeting priority of Blacklist.
Yep. Healing for everyone. It's hard to actually get substantial heals onto everyone when the lead is this big, and Blacklist International will get the Lord without a problem. First one of the game. And now Minana Evos, just have to hold on. Somehow, some way, punish a mistake. But with all the potential setups, with the lack of a flicker, and it's not just because the flicker means that they lack an escape tool. they lack a surprise initiation tool as well.
Or a re-engage.
Or a re-engage. Yeah, it's a very honest approach by Minana. Not just honest, a very obvious approach by Minana Evos every time that it's so easy to read for Blacklist.
And
Yeah. There it is.
again, Blacklist just has to understand the timings here because it's all in for Minana Evos. They're forcing the issue down here in mid. Oh, Mystic Gush enough to take down Lancey just like that. And even if Minana Evos does clear the wave in mid, there's a Lord marching up top. It's looking dire for the Hokbo as Blacks International with agents in tow penetrate up top. First inhibitor goes down.
Layers upon layers of healing and rejuvenation and precipitation just not helping Minana at all. Blacklist reading through everything that Minana has to offer right now. And I believe you guys are right. Where is the surprise factor from this Minana comp? No, it's non-existent.
If it was a much closer game, Renegade, because you play?
And looking for a target.
Oh, it's
he
a fake.
still has a few seconds on. Not gonna need it. Blacklist happy with all turrets down.
Oh, you happy, man?
I'm okay. We're
I'm
calling the match, man. Under 12 minutes. Blacklist has a minute to burn here. Blacklist can actually just slowly let the lanes freeze and then let Minana Evos kind of, think of what the next step is.
Small breathing room here for Minana, obviously, but the items that Sumpak needs to actually get one up against heroes like the Martis, like even Edward right now is just, you're gonna need more than a few minutes here. You're gonna need a minute and some, as you would say.
At this point, Minana Evos, if we're gonna be very specific about it,
Yeah.
if ever they need 8, 10 minutes even.
So past the 20-minute mark?
Oh,
At-
yeah.
At that point,
100%.
if ever it's not based off of a swing. If it's based off of a swing, 6 to 8.
A swing and maybe an error.
Like
Yeah,
what they
and
did
an
last game.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, exactly. They can speed it up.
But right now, it does seem very unlikely. And again, how to catch Blacklist off guard right now with the lineup they have is a big mystery to me still.
It's only the third item locked in by Sumpak's Irithel, the Great Dragon Spear, paired up with the Haas Claws and the Berserker's Fury. So all the core items locked in, but because the lead of Blacklist International is that big, it needs one more item for Sumpak's Irithel. And most importantly, Lancey's Lilia needs to set Sumpak's Irithel up for damage. It's sort of like Lancey will deal the initial burst, Sumpak will clean it up.
Here's a quick Lord take by Blacks International. That's a Luminous Lord that will definitely jump onto the base when it finds its mark. 13 minutes, 15 seconds in, marching through mid.
Now, there is a scenario where they can come out on top here. Again, if Aji kind of gets caught off guard before the Lord starts it's doing its job. And again, that's going to be so much up to Kaizen to make a good play behind them.
Here we go. Another kick finds its mark. Kaizen taken out just as quickly.
Over.
The Hitman strikes again. And the Lord still standing. All the damage laid out by Minana Evos. And I believe it's an overload. That's it. Game 3 goes to Blacklist.